Hi dear creatives, welcome to class. So in today's video I'm going to teach you how to make a double braided turban using Sunray Fabric. Just so you know, you can use any fabric of choice, any fabric that you desire. All I'm just here to do is to give you the measurements and how to go about creating your braided turban. So for me, I've already cut out my base and I'm going to show you the measurements of this base. Now the reason why I've not closed this up is because I need to attach it. I need to attach my braid to it before I close it. But first of all, let's go to the measurement. So the depth is the depth is 16 inches together with the band. Okay, so what you would do is you're going to measure 4 inches for your band. Okay, so 4 inches, which makes it 2 inches of fold, and then you attach it to your base just like this. Don't forget to always weave this part for neat finishing, but for the purpose of this class I'm just going to go ahead. So I will leave this aside because I'll get back to it by the time I'm about to attach my braids. So let me put this aside. Okay, so now I have my piece of fabric that I'm going to be using to create my base, and the width of this fabric right here is 6 inches and the total length is 40 inches. Because this is on fold, it means that it's 40 inches into 2, so that is why I'm having 20 inches right here. Okay, so you can make it 35, but of course sometimes for braids you still need to cut off some excess, so 35-40 is perfect. And because I'm going to be making 2 braids for 1 turban, I'm going to be having 6 pieces of this fabric, because 3 pieces would make 1 braid. 1, 2, 3 for 1 braid, and then another 3 for the second braid, making 6. So you go ahead and cut out 6 inches by 40 or 35 into 6 places. Now the next thing you're going to do is you cut your wadding the same measurement. Okay, you cut out your wadding the same measurement, 6 inches by 40. But what I do most times is I make my wadding shorter in length than my fabric. Reason being that I wouldn't want the wadding to get to the tip of the braids. I hope that's understandable. I'll just show you that in a while. But you go ahead and cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Each piece must have 1 wadding inserted into it so that I can give it volume. Okay, so 6 inches by 40 or by 30. I like to use 30, so let's just work with 30 because our fabric is 30, so we reduce 10. Sorry, our fabric is 40. I reduce it by 10, so your wadding is 10 inches shorter than the fabric. The next thing you're going to do is to place your wadding in your fabric. Okay, this is the wrong side of the fabric, so you place your wadding to the wrong side of the fabric and then you fold. Don't forget, your wadding should not get to the edges, so you fold this way. So this is the right side of my fabric. So by the time I fold this like so and I sew, if I turn this fabric inside out, I'll be turning it to the right side of the fabric, which is what we need. So I'll fold this together as it is like so, and then do a straight stitch all the way down. Repeat this process for all 6 pieces and turn all the 6 pieces inside out when you are done. Okay, so I remember that I did not show you the length of my base, so that is what I quickly want to show you before we move on to the braids. So the length of my base right here is 23.5 inches, the same for the band. Don't worry, we are going to take the band in by the time we are joining or we are closing the edges. So for my braids, this is what I have right here. I have these 3 pieces. Okay, and I'm just going to put the edges together like this, flat on each other, and then I'm just going to sew. Do a straight stitch right here before you start to braid. Now after braiding, just watch me carefully. So you measure your braids to be 23 inches. I have measured mine. I'm just going to show you what I did. So from this point where I stopped, I just measured it all the way down to the part where I sewed, and I have it to be 23 inches, and I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay, just like this. And then ensure that you have your needle and thread ready, because you're going to tack this down. So you want to tack them together so that they don't come apart. Okay, so just go ahead and tack it down like so. Nice and very easy. And then I'll cut off my thread. Good. So the same thing that I did over there, I'm going to cut off this excess right here. Reason being that these two braids will fit into one piece of fabric, because this is going to be too bulky, right? So this is what we want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what to do next. Now I have these two pieces of fabric right here, which I'm going to be using to cover up the edges of my two braids for neat finishing, and also to tuck it into the back of the turban cap. And each of these pieces is 6 inches by 15 inches. So just cut out two pieces, and I'll fold this, then sew a straight stitch. Leave the two sides open and then turn it inside out. Okay, so this is what I did right here, and I'm going to do the same for the other side. Now I didn't need the second piece of fabric because it was, I just cut one into two. So I have this and this right here, so I didn't make use of this fabric anymore. So you turn it inside out, just as I'm doing, and please note that this fabric is stretchy. Okay, so after you turn it inside out, you fold this inward to hide the raw edges like this, and then you insert your piece into it like so. Can you see? So you insert it like this, and then you want to ensure that you have your needle and thread ready, because now is the time for you to tack this in place. So the reason why we are doing this extension is so that you can have a lighter fabric to go to the back of your turban, because this bulky braid will not go inside your inside the back of the turban at all. You'll be able to sew through it. So just go ahead and tack all the way down, and then when I'm done, I'll show you what it looks like, and then we can move to the next stage. So here you have it. You just place it on top this way, and then you fold this together on each other like this, and then you pin it all round. So I have pinned it all round. Can you see how it looks? So I'm just going to sew it all the way straight down. But when you want to sew the band part, ensure that you sew on 22 inches. That is the regular head circumference. So you measure, because this is on fold now, you're going to measure 11 inches and start your sewing from here, and then you go to the back, and then you continue sewing straight down. now that I have joined it, can you see how beautiful it looks? So I'm going to turn this. You can pleat this at this point if you want. Just go ahead, use needle and thread to pleat it like this all the way down. That's fine. Okay, but I'm going to quickly show you something. So when you turn this inside out, it looks like this. Can you see? Really beautiful. Okay, so I think I've turned it the wrong way. Yes, so awesome. So this is how it's supposed to be. Now this is in twos. You don't want them to be scattered like this. You want to tack them together. Okay, so you're going to tack at 3 points here, the middle and the other side. So just take your needle in between or from underneath like this. Okay, pass it through the other part and then pull them together, then push it back. Like so. So you go in and out until you are sure that it's properly secured. I hope that is understandable. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this together so that I can have the 2 braids into one. It's going to be a little bulky, as you can see that I'm struggling with it, but of course it's necessary for you to tack these 2 pieces together, except if that's what you want, except you want it like so. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this and I'll show you the outcome before we move to the next part. So this is our braid. Can you see how it looks? Very hard and it's solid. So that is how to create your braid. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and also click on the bell to get notification when next I release a new video. So go ahead and pleat the inside if you want to. Of course you have to. So thank you so much. My name is Adela. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.